Howdy y'all, Mach1 Fireman here. Welcome back to the Conelanders Assetto Corsa Racing League. This is season number 2. This is week number 4 of 4. It's the final week of the season. This week we're at Barcelona and we're in the heat number 2. I'm not a big fan of Barcelona. I didn't do so well here. I qualified 7th. Qualified 7th out of 10, I believe. We had 10 in the field. 10 or 11. Let's see. How many do we have? 10. I don't know. So we qualified 7th, so let's take a look at that qualifying lap. All right, so here we are coming into the final turn in Barcelona. And this is going to be my actual qualifying lap. As you can see, we've been qualifying for a little while already. This is my 3rd or 4th lap, I believe, and I screwed up every lap prior to this. Normally, and I say it every week, there's at every track there's at least 1 or 2 turns really that I don't really get a good grasp of. No this one had many more turns that I could not get grasp of. There were times in this track that I thought for sure that I was going to die, and I just couldn't figure out how to take the turns correctly. Consistently. Consistency is the name of the game in this league. And this track, I was not very consistent other than consistently bad.
My life.
Cone Dodger apparently having some troubles with his Discord, and we'll talk about Discord later.
Is anyone really?
Rotor X got a little squirrely there in front of me, and he's nice enough to ask.
Are you on a fast lap, Mac?
A little bit. That's a little bit of a fast lap. So he breaks. This turn right here, I didn't like that turn. I did not like that turn at all. And you'll see why later. This one I had a little trouble with most of the time. I was able to get it. If you get that inside curb, you're done. Done, son.
Of course, fast is a relative term for me.
Right, that's my reply to Rotor X when he asked me if I was on a fast lap. I don't know what it was about this turn or this particular course. I don't know. I don't know if it was...
You could always use the term flying lap to avoid confusion.
Flying lap, yeah. Good. That turn, again, I couldn't figure it out. This one, you had to get just right. You can nail it flat out, which I did there. This final turn, you had to lift and then get on it and throttle steer a little bit and get a good run. And off you go. Most of the time I ended up in the gravel over there on the left, and I believe that was my qualifying lap at 2:09, 2:15. I think. Maybe this next is my qualifying lap. I don't know. But, however, as you can hear in the background, when people try to talk, apparently Discord decided to get all Skypey and make everybody into robots. And it lasts pretty much the entire race. So,
this doesn't look good for me. It doesn't sound good for me in my internet.
Yeah, I thought it was my internet going bad or gonna be going down. So I was a little worried pretty much the entire race about my internet, and but yeah, you're not going to be able to really hear anybody talk. You're going to hear them talk. You're not going to be able to understand them because I couldn't understand them. And here it is. Qualifying is over. I'm trying to get one more good lap in. It says I'm in 9th, so maybe this will be my qualifying lap. I don't know. Made that turn okay that time. I still was able to make up some time. If you look over there at my Delta, this turn screwed me up a couple of times because, again, you got to hit it just right. If you hit that inside curb, you're done for. So let's see how we do on this lap. This must be my qualifying lap here. Got nothing. And we got Powers. Powers, welcome. He, I think this is his second race that I've been a part of. So, hello, Powers. See how he does. Oh, Cone Dodger getting the purple lap there. Did that okay. Did that one all right. And here's the big thing. Here's the final turn. There we go. Nailed that final turn. Finally get that final turn right. And actually, this one is going to be my qualifying lap at a 2:08. And I think that was the fastest that I ran, like at all, like in practice and everything. Like that was the fastest I ran. I did not have a whole lot of time to practice this course because of just the way things went. And of course, again, make sure you go back to pits. And I'm using Sharky's setup from last week, last week, which we were in Spa, maybe. Where were we last week? I don't remember. I'm using Sharky's setup. It seemed to work okay on this track, just like it did at the previous track, which I think was Spa. So yeah, I finished up just in time to make sure we get over to set up for the actual race. Make sure you got some good fuel. Cut back a little bit. Not going to save any time, but, whatever. So we got, we're in 7th. Got Incarcerate over back behind us to the right. Powers right behind us. And then D-Jop back there in the back. And if you haven't seen any of Powers 2440's Assetto Corsa racing videos, because he's been a part of a couple of them, I don't know how he does it.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. I don't know how he does it, but he nails the starts. It's amazing to me. Watch this. He's that green and white car in my rearview mirror. He won't be there long. Watch this overpowered start he gets. And immediately, he's right on my bumper. And I say,
Powers in his starts.
That one, and he had some kind of reply. I don't know. I couldn't hear it. That one wasn't as good as some of the other ones that I've seen him do. Usually, he passes like 6 people on the start. And I have such a hard time with this track that I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to back off. I'm gonna let everybody get sorted out. I know I just dropped back to 11th. I started in 7th. Got to get 9th to get into the feature, so I only got to beat 2 people. We got 7 laps to do it. Got less cubes here in front of us. So I was like, okay, something's bound to happen when all these cars get together. It always does. It always does. Somebody makes a mistake, and I just gotta make up 2 more spots. I think that I can do that, and then of course that happens. Now, I think I went to the replay to try to get a replay in here, and the replays just didn't show it well enough. But what happened there, what it looked like happened there is Les Cubes went into that turn a little bit too hot, pushed out into D-Jump, spun D-Jump and himself, and I really had nowhere to go. I let off of the gas. I cranked the wheel as hard as I could to the left to try to get down low to try to not hit Les Cubes because, again, number one, I don't want to hit anybody, and Les Cubes has some troubles. Whoa, got somebody else a little squirrely there. Looks like Powers. Yeah, Powers had a little trouble with that turn. But I did my dead level best not to hit Mr. Les Cubes there. And Les, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I tried. I tried everything I could. I had the wheel locked all the way to the left as much as I possibly could. So here we are. We're gonna continue, finish up the first lap, and had to lift a little bit there to get in there, but. In first place, which I don't know if you noticed it or not, but this heat, last week I was in the heat of death, right? There was last week's heat was Sharky, Cone Dodger, Maestro, Servatus, and I don't remember who else, but all of the fast people were in my heat last heat, and I was just lucky enough to be able to squeak by in the heat to make it into the feature last week at Spa. This week, the other heat. This is heat 2 for this week. Heat 1 was the heat of death. This heat was not near as strong. And loud noises. Okay. And I'm a part of this heat, and I'm okay admitting that this. Whoa, Cooper! Look out, Cooper! Bye, Cooper! Bye, Cooper! Cooper didn't like this track either. Cooper had a lot of trouble with this. Easy, saved it. Okay, that turn. I didn't like that turn. I hated that turn. But yeah,
I'm in for not sure think this.
whoa. Okay, be careful there. But yeah, there we go. Got past powers. Anyway, the other heat was the heat of death. This heat was not near as strong, and I'm okay admitting.
Really wish I could hear
that
what they were saying.
I am a part of that not near as strong heat because Cone Dodger made mention of it when we were doing practice before the qualifying. He is the only person in this heat that's got a positive ballast. Basically, he's the only person in this heat that has podiumed at all. So it's not really strong heat, and I want to say that more than half of the field has got less than positive ballast. And when I say positive, I mean when everybody started with 50 ballast extra, 50 kilos of ballast. And if you get top 3 in the feature, you ballast is added to you. If you get bottom 3 in the feature, ballast is taken away. He was the only person that had positive ballast, and he had 90 ballast. So he's got 40 more ballast than the next closest guy. So yeah, he's at a little bit of a disadvantage for this one when it comes to the ballast thing, but he's also the high tier in this heat. He's supposed to. He's a professional racer, kind of. That's what he does. He races cars, so he's expected to win. That's his job. It's your job. So yeah, he's a little bit of at a disadvantage. So he did not get the pole. That's where I started all this. Actually, I made that turn pretty good that time. He didn't get the pole. Magnet OS got the pole. And if you remember Magnet OS from 2 weeks ago, he's the one that we battled, or when we were battling Neon Tiger, he is the one that snuck in and took a position away from us by 0.005 seconds. So, and we raced with him a little bit later on. Now, the thing about Mr. Magnet OS is the first at least 2 weeks that he was playing with a controller, a gamepad. I want to say that this is his first week as actually having a steering wheel. And he used it to great effect. That's what I'm trying to say. He used it to great effect. As you can see there, he just got the fastest lap, and then, of course, Cone Dodger right behind him beat him with the fastest lap. But, yeah, he got the pole. Somebody other than Cone Dodger or Sharky was on the pole legitimately. Mr. Magnet OS did a wonderful job this week, this heat race, especially because, like I said, he got the pole. His steering wheel worked wonders for him. Now we got D-Jop behind us. At the end of last week's feature race, I went over the rookie standings, and I was in 4th place, but only like 4 places ahead of Mr. D-Jop. So I'm in 7th position. Got to be in 9th to make the feature, but I want to make sure I stay around Mr. D-Jop. I'd like to stay ahead of him. Just because of rookie points. I mean, granted, it's not going to do any good. I just, 4th place is better than 5th place, in my opinion. So I'm trying to stay ahead of D-Jop. It looks like he's a little bit faster than I am, so I think that I decide to not. If I decide that if he gets a better run, I'm just gonna let him go. I'm not gonna fight him. I don't want to wreck both of us. And I got a little squirrely in that freaking turn that I hate so much. And he got by me, he got away. Of course, he got a little squirrely here, and I'm like, well, I'm getting a run. I don't want to wreck him. So we'll just tuck in behind them and not cause any problems. Lift a little bit so we don't get up there and I don't want to wreck the both of us. I don't want to wreck the both of us. Looking at the big picture, just trying to get into the feature race. I want D-Jump to make it into the feature race because I like D-Jump. He's good people. And then, of course, I drift halfway around that turn and away D-Jump goes. And I look behind me. I look at the real time over there. And Powers is in the 9th position. 2.5 seconds back, 3 seconds back now. So I got a little bit of a gap. I don't have a problem. Whoa, easy. Cut that turn in a little bit too much. I don't have a problem letting D-Job go. You know, have fun, good sir. Enjoy your 7th place finish. Yep. Everybody's still robots. Everybody is still robots. Got 3 laps to go. Feeling pretty good. I'm in, like I said, I'm in 8th place. So let's go turn by turn. I figured this turned out pretty well. You have to make sure that you, for me, I had to make sure that I was on the brakes early enough to get a good turn in, and I was able to accelerate through most of the rest of the turn, all the way through this long turn, down this one little straightaway, and I found the bridge there as a braking point, and make sure I didn't shift, brake, get on the gas when you hit the apex, and get around. Then we could shift. Right here, I just kind of guesstimated braking points. I never could find something to look at. That's why I always had trouble with that turn a little bit. There are several times I ended up in the gravel over there. This turn, again, this turn I did not like. You have to get on the gas, turn in, get back on, get on the brakes, turn in, get back on the gas. If you hit that curb on the inside, you're done. You hit the curb on the inside of this one, you're done. But if you don't, if you hit it just right, you can do it wide open, as a case knife, as one of my old firefighter buddies used to say. And then this one, I look for the sign there, hit the brakes at the sign, brakes, get turned in. I'm probably missing the apex there. It's probably a late apex situation. I don't know. I'm not a racer. I don't know. This one, don't shift, let off, tap the brakes a little bit, go around, find an apex. Seemingly hit the gas, make sure you don't miss a turn here so you can stay flat out through the whole thing, and then up here somewhere hit the brakes again, let off, hit the gas, and off you go. That was, granted, this is going to be one of my better laps there, so I picked a good one to do my little round with. And I don't think that I had a 208 the whole rest of the race. And that's what I qualified with, was a 208. And I don't think that I did that in the entire race. We got 2 laps to go here. People are still robots. Still can't hear anything. We're starting to get a little better, though. Maybe, with the robots. Powers has caught up with us a little bit. Oh no, everybody's still robots. Still robots. Powers is starting to close the gap a little bit. He had some good laps. He had a 208.0 that last lap, so he made up an entire second that last lap on me. Powers is pretty good. Powers is pretty good. If he could just get a handle on not wrecking people out because of his wonderful starts, he's going to be tough to handle next season if he can continue on with a lot more. So let's see how we do with this turn. Much better that time. And I'm not saying that to make a dig on Powers. I'm saying that because that's exactly what he has said. He is easy curb. He has actually said that. It's almost word for word. He said, he has such great starts, and he screws it up in the first turn by running into the back of somebody because he's going so much faster because of his wonderful starts. I slowed down way too much there. Didn't quite make that turn like I wanted it. My speed suffers because of it. And again, just let off. Don't shift. Find some sort of something that looks like it might be an apex. Couldn't tell if I lifted there. And I think I just had to lift here. I don't think I actually had to hit the brakes and then hit the gas and off you go. There you go. Boom. Bob's your uncle. Another 209. Consistent. Comes to consistent.
Last lap.
Here we come up through the last lap. Let's see if people are still robots.
I would drop back for laps, but I'm right at the end of if someone crashes, that I'll be able to get them.
Sounds like it has fixed itself. So apparently Discord decided to troll. Well, I don't know if it was everybody. I know it was just me. Discord apparently decided to troll me and not let me hear everything.
I'm not even going.
Les Cubes.
I'm just kind of cruising around right now.
Yeah, Les Cubes had a bad day. He had a rough day. I don't remember. I obviously I didn't. That one wreck that I was a part of. I think when I hit him, I think I spun him all the way around like 180 degrees, and he ended up facing the wrong direction. And that.
You two need to battle for position more. So
That's very, very difficult to come back from.
It's too late now.
Even though it's on the first lap, it's still difficult to come back from when it happens in the back of the pack like that. So again, Mr. Les Cubes, if it's my fault, I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. We got a whole nother season coming up. Easy.
The way I'm driving, anyways.
Get a little sideways there.
All this negativity.
Who are you, Neon Tiger?
Ooh.
Yeah, why do you think I'm driving so badly?
Ooh, that's even worse.
Jokes, Neon.
Hashtag burn sinners of the United States.
That's okay. I'm an EMT. I can help.
So Neon, if you end up watching this video, it's all good fun, man. It's all in good fun. Bunch of jokes. I was just happy to be able to hear the guys talking again.
I'm sorry, I'm not Sharky. I can't say savage.
Savage. I can't say
That
it.
was intense.
All right, so here we go.
That joke cost me the race.
Oh, poor Conelanders. Here we are, final turn. Don't screw it up. Whoa, I tried to screw it up.
So close. It seemed like I was trying to give you that position there.
And there we are, race over, finish in 8th place, do a little spin out. Woohoo, yay, so
Cooper,
excited.
I was being you from Spa, just playing it safe, not doing anything stupid.
Yeah, that's Powers.
Gotta give you a rudder. You put up a good chase.
Good race.
So,
Yeah,
As it turns out, not practicing is not a good idea.
no.
No.
So I tell the guys,
And that pretty much the entire first part of the race, my Discord was all screwed up, and everybody was robots. So if y'all were talking to me and I didn't answer, that's why.
and naturally their reply,
No, yeah, we definitely made fun of you.
We were all talking to it.
Cone Dodger.
No, but legitimately.
Cone Dodger making fun. So let's take a look at the results. Here we go. Magnet OS. Good job, Magnet OS. Use that 50 kilo ballast advantage over Cone Dodger. Well done. He got first place. Cone Dodger in second, 2-5. Well done. Coming in third. Cadus in fourth. Rotorex fifth. And Carcer at D-Jump. Mach 1 Fireman. There we are. And finished up in eighth. Down one position, but again, made it into the feature. Not a problem. Powers, good job making it into the feature. GT Cooper, poor guy. He had a hard time. And Les Cubes had even worse of a time. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 11 had negative ballast, less than what we all started with. Of the 6 remaining, Cone Dodger was the only one that had positive ballast. All the other 5, so half of us had regular ballast, even ballast. And then, of course, Cone Dodger was the only one with positive ballast, and a bunch of guys with negative ballast. So, not the strongest heat, but I'm happy to be a part of it. I thought it was very. It looked like it could have been a very. What's the word I'm looking for? It could have been a very close, very competitive. Competitive, that's the word I'm looking for. A very competitive racing environment with everybody being that even on the ballast and skill level, let's say. So see who climbed the most? D-Jump. Good job, D-Jump. Gained the most positions that race, it looks like. Everybody else stayed pretty even. So yeah, that's going to be it. We made it into the feature. Yay us. That's going to be tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The feature, I don't remember how the feature goes. I'm recording this post commentary like a week later after we did the race. I don't remember how the feature went. So make sure you stay tuned for it tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is the final heat race of season 2. So tomorrow will be the final feature race of season 2. And we'll talk about all the final standings at the end of that race. So as always, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will see y'all next time.